Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Tickling Tuesday. Today I'm kind of excited because I got some new stamps from the Sweet Stamp Shop, and I am using the Stuck on You and the Hat stamp set today. I started out with a white card base and I cut that panel from blue cardstock. It's American Crafts fountain cardstock in smooth. I cut it out with my silhouette to have this nice little postage stamp shape, and I will be using the nurse hat on that piece of cardstock. I wanted to use distress ink because I love the evergreen bow so much. So I just used some sandpaper on my stamp first, very soft sandpaper, to get a better coverage of that distress ink. I should get some dye ink in that color. If you have any idea which color is close to evergreen bow, please tell me. I wanted to use evergreen bow first because I love it a lot. And the second thing is, for this technique, for this background technique, I wanted to have a color that's from the same color family like the cardstock, so a bluish green or a greenish blue, whatever, but way darker. So I just stamped that randomly onto that piece of cardstock, and then I took out a marker. This is a touchscreen marker. They are just as good as Copics. They do not have a brush tip, but these were the first markers that I worked with, and I still love them. They are not as expensive as the Copics, but you will see me use different markers in this video. So I just added some shadows around it. So for this technique, have a light cardstock, use a dark stamp color, and then draw a shadow with a color that is between those two. So I have a medium shadow around it. Then I used some dimension adhesive to adhere that piece of cardstock to my card front. And I really think this fountain color from American Crafts is very nice. It's close to Simon Says Stamp Sea Glass, but the American Crafts cardstock is not as sturdy. It's it's not the same weight. Then I picked out the cute little cactus. I hope this is the English word also, from the Stuck on You. But first of all, I placed the hat that I just used with Memento black ink, and then I also stamped that on some post-it tape, and I cut it out to create a mask because I wanted to have the cactus wear this nurse hat. But as I will be cutting this out with a light with a small white border around it, the cactus, because of all the needles, I thought that this masking technique would be the better idea. Next up, I wanted to give him a face. So there is this one face that screams pain, and this will be a get well card, so I thought pain would be the expression that fits best to this card. I stamped that, and then I started coloring, and as you can see, these are different markers. These are Delta markers. It's from a German company. They are well, they work very well, but they are very cheap compared to the Copics. I think one marker is like €1.80, which is I don't know, $2.50 or something. So really they are kind of cheap. Sorry, this was my Facebook account again. I just colored them with 3 different shades of green to have some shadows and some lights, and yeah, I just did what I thought was right. I'm going in with my colorless blender because I did not stick to the lines, so sorry. And then I used some Copics, as you can now see, to create some shadows for the hat, and then also some Copics for this little pot. And I like to combine browns and oranges to have this terracotta style pot. So I use different shades of orange. You can see I show the cap so you can see what color I'm using. And then I cut it out, and as I said, I'm leaving a little white border around it to because I really did not want to cut any of those needles off. So this was the easiest way to do it. I could have stamped the cactus onto the back also, so onto my card front to have all the needles, but I had already adhered that, and I was not sure I get a good impression. Then I took a piece of white cardstock and the ouch sentiment, and again I'm using some sandpaper to make the distress ink stick because I wanted to use the same color again. I think having the same color for different design elements on one card looks so nice. The first impression was not the best one, so I stamped this again. This worked quite fine. And then I combined that with a sentiment from the Hats set that says feel better. So it's ouch, feel better. I think it's perfect if someone has got a broken leg or something. Well, it's not maybe the right card for someone who has a cold or something, but for an injury this might be the perfect card. Then I cut a banner edge, so I just cut a slit into the center and then went from the edges to the center, and that was my sentiment. I adhered that to the back of the cactus, and then I adhered both together with some dimension adhesive onto the card front, and that that was all. That finished the card. I hope you got inspired and your mojo got tickled to create some background with different shades of one color, because I think this tone on tone look looks really cool. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page or whatever. You can find me in some places on the internet. So thanks so much for watching and happy crafting!